But with this current impulsive move to the upside, we are definitely going to test 2758.950 area. Welcome back, guys. So you can see how price gapped down initially, giving us a cheaper area to get into the trade before taking off into our target. Obviously, price did break above the 2758.950 area. I was actually thinking price will give an entry around here so that we can continue buying, but price does what he wants to do, right? We don't have absolute control on how price moves. But for the fact that price has broken back below that zone and has gone back there to retest it and even close with this bearish engulfing candle, I think price is coming back down here to 2713.880. All right, so I think price is going to continue downward into this zone. Let's see if there's a way we can take advantage of this on the 15 minutes time frame. So on the 15 minutes time frame, what we are going to do to prevent us from maybe impulsive entry and all of that is to wait for price to break below this red line here, which is 2732.015 on the 15 minutes time frame. So wait for price to break below it properly, then catch it on the pullback, our stop loss above, and then take profit below, which is still around here. All right, which is still around 2714.180. That's still a decent move to the downside. How about if price fails to continue downward? How about if price fails to continue downward? I'll go back to the 4-hour time frame. So which means I'll simply wait for price to continue higher. If price fails to break below that 15-minute zone as I've pinpointed earlier, create a new higher high above here, then switch to the lower time frames like the 15 minutes, 30 minutes time frame to catch the pullback, stop loss below, then take profit based on your R and R. All right. So, but for bearish scenario, if price continues low after breaking below this zone that we plotted on the 15 minutes time frame and making its way down to this area, if price still breaks below that zone, let's say price continues breaks below that zone, then we want to catch it on the pullback again on the much lower time frame, then stop loss above, and then take profit at this zone. I think from this zone, I'll be expecting a continuous bullish move. I'm expecting a continuous bullish move either from this 2685.910 area, or when price continues lower into 2713.880 area, price may just continue bullish, because at some point within the month I'm still expecting a bullish growth. So what we are just experiencing right now is just a mere pullback. So that is my view on gold. Please, if you're still watching and you are yet to hit that subscribe button, please do so now. Also make sure to like this video, and I want to encourage us to leave a comment. That's the only encouragement I get to do this video. So if you don't have maybe any opinion or comments to drop, just leave a fire emoji. Let me know that we are together. All right, when I see those comments, it encourages me to keep making these videos, please. All right, so please always endeavor to leave a comment and also a like button, and if you are yet to subscribe, please do so. So let's talk about USDJPY. And if you decide to buy from here, I don't think you're doing anything wrong technically, right? You're following the trend, which you should be doing. So price has broken, price has retested, it looks good to go. All right, I don't trade USDJPY. You could put your stop loss below this 151.394, and your next target will be, let me put a line there. Your next target will be 154.745. Welcome back, guys. So you can see that last week price opened with a gap up. It didn't come to our target, where price still came back down again to the entry. The buy, if you are in a buy, the buy is still valid until price breaks below 151.394. But anything can happen, which is why I have this plan B, just in case the buy fails. So the plan B will be for price to break below that 151.394, catch it on the pullback on the much lower time frames. Of course, you already know that I'm talking about the 15 minutes time frame or 30 minutes time frame. Then your target will now be 149.228. I strongly believe from 149.228 price should continue its bullish move, because if we go to the monthly time frame, we are going to be I'm actually expecting a bullish USDJPY. all right, with my target being 160.000 as my overall target on the monthly time frame. So anything we see on the lower time frame is just going to, any bearish move we see on the lower time frame is just going to be a pullback. All right, so that is that on USDJPY. The next on my list is DXY. Now DXY, if I go to the weekly time frame, my analysis remains the same as last week. Remember, I was skeptical about this zone. I said ideally, technically, for the fact that price has retested this zone multiple times, looking left, you can see it here, obvious swing points, obvious swing points, obvious swing points, and all these areas are also obvious swing points. So for the fact that price is back there, I'll be expecting a mini pullback before we continue the bullish move. Why am I expecting a bullish move overall for this month? Is simply because of this super bullish engulfing candle we got for last month. Happy new month, by the way, guys. Happy new month. I forgot to say that. Welcome to a new month, and I wish us a successful trading month and in any other aspect of our endeavor. So let's go back to the analysis. So for the fact that we had this strong bullish move for last month, I'll be expecting a continuous bullish move. However, I'm expecting a mini pullback. So that pullback may happen from this zone, or that pullback may happen when we get to this trend line above. So let's see how it plays out. You can see that we closed last week with this dodgy candlestick, which indicates indecision. Even with NFP, price didn't pick a direction. So it was more like a tug of war, no winners in the buy side and no winners in the sell side. So price just basically closed with a dodgy candlestick, still telling us that there's a possibility that price may pull back from here for a little bit before we continue the bullish move. But let's see how it plays out. Anyways, let's go to a much lower time frame, like the 4-hour time frame. So now I want to believe that if price can find enough momentum to break above this region, which is 104.617, then we are going to this trend line above. Plot your trend line from that weekly time frame like you saw on my chart. You can rewind a bit to see the trend line. All right, so if price can break above this price level, then if it can give us that pullback, then we are coming to that weekly trend line above. All right, but if we continue lower, because we can begin to see a sign of a mini change in trend, just mini change in trend, because we are still overall bullish for now. You can see that price is bullish from this point, pull back, but failed to create a new higher high. Though it gave us a higher low, failed to create a new higher high. So it's like triple top at the moment, then came back to give a new lower low, which is obviously lower than this. And this is where we are. So price may most likely drop into this zone. So if price drops, where I'm expecting a continuous bullish move on DXY will be 103.223. So price may most likely bounce off from here and continue the bullish move. All right. So these are the scenarios I'm looking at on DXY. That said, let's look at EURUSD. So if EURUSD is going to buy, then I think you should wait for price to break above 1.08376. all right, and it's going to be a short buy, because going into next month I'm expecting a massive sell on EURUSD. all right, I'll come here week in week out to give you my projection for the incoming week. So if we're going to go for that pullback, then wait for price to break above 1.08376 area, then you want to switch over to the 15 minutes time frame to catch it on the pullback. Then your next target should be around here, which is 1.08962. Welcome back, guys. You can see that price broke above, though it didn't give us our complete pullback, but it did make its way to our overall target. So depending on how you traded this, you probably made money, or if you were waiting for the pullback, obviously there was no entry. So now price is actually inside our pullback zone now. So two things may happen. Remember, on DXY, price can easily continue higher or lower, because what we got for last week was an indecision candle. So if that is the case, EURUSD may go either way also. So if we see a good rejection from within this 1.08376 and 1.08272 area, if we see a good bullish rejection, then we may just head back into 1.08962. That's scenario one. But if price continues lower without giving us a confirmation inside of this zone, and then let's say price continues and breaks below 1.08272, then we want to catch it at on the pullback on a much lower time frame, then we are trading back down to this 1.077 2, 3 area. So those are my bullish and bearish scenario. Good rejection from here to the upside will signify a buy. A break below here will signify a sell to this downside here. Simple. The next on my list is GBP USD. GBP USD last week, price didn't actually do what I wanted it to do. It was just ranging up and down. Price was here, went up, came down. Though it came down to my bearish target, but it didn't give the kind of entry I'd like to see. So with this rejection here, I want to believe that, hey, price is coming back down to this zone here, all right, which is 1.28520. That's what I'd like to see. But for whatever reason, if price opens next week and just continues trading upward, then I have this trend line from up above here. This is the 4-hour time frame, by the way. So which means I would like to see price break above here, which I don't think that may most likely happen. Maybe price will just tap this trend line, then fall back down. Maybe, because I really don't see price going for this much of a pullback, which I'm about to talk about, which is if price continues higher, give us a new higher high above this 1.3355. Then we want to catch it on the pullback and trade into this zone here, which is 1.31680. But this is a big ask of the market. This price is currently too bearish for this to happen. All right, so let's focus on the bearish side of things. At least if price starts going bullish, you know what to do. That's that scenario I just painted there. But for bearish scenarios, I think price will most likely continue lower after retesting this zone and falling back down. And then if the bearish pressure is too much and price breaks below 1.28520 area, then you also want to catch it on the pullback, stop loss above. That's if you're not holding the sell from the upside. Then our next target, we just need to look left for the major swing points we can see, which is around here. So our next target will now be here, which is 1.26780. 1.26780. That's my bearish targets. Target 1 is 1.28520 and target 2 is 1.26780. Then for bullish scenario, that's if price, that means price should break out of this zone then before making its way up here. So that is the last pair I'm going to be analyzing in today's video. Once again, if you made it this far, like, subscribe, leave a comment, and make sure you join our Telegram channel so that you don't miss out on our next webinar. And of course, if you want to take your trading to the next level, just visit letstrade10x.com. And our next one-on-one session, our live mentorship, is coming up on the 11th of November, 8 days to go. As you can see the countdown here. You can also opt to go for the professional course. That is quite cheaper, but the difference is this is pre-recorded, so you just need to watch at your own pace, while the other one is live. It also comes with the Forex professional course as a bonus, all right, so that you get to own that for life also. So if that's what you want, the year is coming to an end, you don't want to go into next year still struggling, so come and see what works for me. Then you can build on that and maybe even become better than who you think I am, because I don't think I'm better than anyone. I'm just a trader that has found a way in the market, that has found consistency in the market. So I could give you that platform, then you could also build on that, which is absolutely fine. And if you are not also interested, that's completely fine too. Make sure you keep watching our videos and stay subscribed as we keep dishing out these fire videos week in, week out. Thanks for staying to the end of this video. I wish you a successful trading week, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.